Welcome back to the Sports News Analysis YouTube channel, where I'm always breaking down the hot sports topics of the day. My name is Mike. Chris Johnson came out yesterday predictably and made some news by saying that he's not a fan of Shonn Greene coming to Tennessee. He's never been a fan of the two-back system, he says, so he doesn't understand, since the team is his team, what role Shonn Greene will play with the Titans. Now, this is another example of a guy, obviously has a lot of professional pride, but I think with a guy like Chris Johnson, sometimes he just doesn't get it. If he was producing at the level where he was a premier star running back, he gets paid like one, okay? But if he was producing at the level of a Marshawn Lynch or a Adrian Peterson, okay, they wouldn't need to bring someone in to challenge him and pay $10 million over 3 years to compete with him. So, I think Chris Johnson should take this as a challenge and sort of move on rather than complaining like he is. I posted a video a couple months back saying I thought that the Titans should have cut Chris Johnson and not pay him that bonus that they owed him. But they decided to keep him. You got to kind of deal with the headaches that come along with him. He's a wonderful running back. And, when he's focused and when that line is pushing for him, when he breaks through that hole, he's a wonderful, wonderful back, very good player. But he comes with a headache as well. And when he gave him that contract, I don't blame him for thinking he's the man. But then you have your coach come out and says he sees a serious role for Shonn Greene. The Titans had to know the reaction they were going to get from Chris Johnson when Munchak comes out and says something like that. So I could see this becoming a mess in Tennessee only if Shonn Greene starts to get carries that Chris Johnson thinks should be his. And Chris Johnson would be foolish, and I would be foolish, and the Tennessee fans would be foolish to think they're going to pay Shonn Greene 3 years, $10 million to just come there and be a caddy for Chris Johnson. I think they plan to fully employ a two-back system. They'll sell to Johnson that this will save his legs, make him better in the long run. I don't think Johnson's going to like that. Obviously, based on his comments, he's not going to like that. I like the pride he has and the confidence he has in himself. But look, for the good of the team, him being the center point of the team this team being his team, as he said, where has it gotten this team? It hasn't got them many places. Maybe an addition of a Shonn Greene can help. Shonn Greene is nothing more than one back as a part of a two-back system. That's really his ceiling. That's what he's best at. A guy that will lower his shoulder, give a change of pace to a guy like Chris Johnson. And look, a lot of other very good running backs in this league, play in a two-back system. And I think you'll see Chris Johnson be very resistant to this, and we'll see how it affects the team. Obviously, if the Titans are winning, I don't think it'll affect much at all. But if the Titans start to lose, Chris Johnson's carries start to slip, well, then I think we could have an issue here. So, definitely a situation to monitor. We'll see how Shonn Greene's role develops here early in the season. But look, let me know what you guys think about this Chris Johnson, Shonn Greene situation in Tennessee. Tennessee upgraded their offensive line with Andy Levitre. They got a good tight end in Delanie Walker. I think he's every bit as good as Jared Cook. We'll see how it unfolds, but as far as a dual threat tight end goes, but they've upgraded for him on the line. Chris Johnson's got to be happy about that at least. But hit me up in the YouTube comments. Hit me up on Twitter at @SNewsAnalysis. Guys, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I upload 5-10 videos a day here, always about sports, a lot about the NFL. So be sure to subscribe. Thanks again for listening, and have a great night.